I can check. So we'll probably need some time to sort through those cores. I should do something else in the meantime. A rebel outpost. Gonna have to find whoever's in charge and stop them from causing any more harm. get loud whenever Longleg's involved.
Ridiculous acrobatics. Fought well.
What was the
Your enemy's fall.
Forgot you be challenged by an outlaw.
I don't think they'll want to play Machine Strike with me if I don't know the rules. I could go to Chain Scrape, see if there's anyone there who can teach me the game. Wait, holding up?
I see you, champion. Sit. Please. I was scouting northwest of here, near the village of Saltbite. There's a place there where the ground is made of metal. Don't know what it means, but it can't be good. Be wary.
Appreciate the warning. Ground made
Keep
of
your
metal?
eyes open out there, soldier.
That might be a cauldron.
I've got nothing to report.
And when there's a cauldron, there's machine
You'll miss
overrides.
out on a good trade.
Nothing. You just look good, that's all.
Get back to studying.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door.
Back from the wilds, I see.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as
I've...
Of course.
Good.
I was going. He called the Ut, laughed at the idea of us. Before, the man is. Don't. Next time he's going.
Just try not to...
In-
Now that you have those control...
Not yet. Gaia told me the reboot code has to be altered using data. She updated my folk, but apparently it's very complicated.
Well, let me know if you need any...
I will.
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that I used to be terrified, but everything Gaia...
Yeah. And the Zeniths did a number of...
I still can't believe old ones who cut... to deny... It's...
You called your...
To all living things,
You called yourself...
To all living I try to bring...
I gotta head out.
Tread safely.
Look who's back.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something. How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our... but I'm
You brought up Ross. He was all I had. When Hades he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. What I'm doing now, the Sacred Lands were all he really knew, so I can't...
Sometimes about what she would have... It hurt. You can't...
I better head off.
We'll await your return.
Welcome back.
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
How's Kotallo doing?
I have to in an effort to...
A solution? So I talked to Beta. Didn't learn much.
It seems to me you did. From what she describes, the Zeniths control this till and abrupt...
Yeah. So there's a few people here now, almost like what was supposed to happen.
Yes, there is still much. For instance, those hearing...
Anything?
I do not... I have a...
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley. Until the mountain was blasted. See you later, Gaia.
Until next.
That his focus thing's trying to kill me?
He did almost drown it in fear.
There she is.
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful when I could make sense of anything. I did find the only they let machine. They even let the damn things. That's half the fun. Now you won't see me.
Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time. What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could... Went up the tall. It ended like a...
I have to get going.
Good luck.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door. Gaia? What was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war... Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed and explained the situation, Sarah. They gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the This?
Yes.
How many? Such power.
You said you were training...
But I've been... How many did this... I would not...
What do you think of our...
They seem... Farmers don't make...
She seemed pretty effective when she took out the machines that were guarding this base.
Interesting.
Have you had a chance?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe would...
Must be strange.
They're strange to think that...
I should get going.
If I can help in some way, say the word.
I will. Thank you. Gaia? What's this space for?
This would have been the sleeping quarters for Control Center operatives.
Well, it's getting some use. Looks like Erend and Katala moved their stuff in.
Anybody seen one of my machines right pieces around?
Why don't you check the cache? Maybe you left it there when you dropped off all that ale.
Gaia, what's this room?
This would have been an access point for advanced training modules on terraforming operations. And while those modules were deleted when the Apollo database was destroyed, I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Well, it's something. Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was
I've been
designed
tackling
for
the design of the
management
Ag Lab.
facility's vast
Place is
seed banks.
gonna have a lot of seed stock.
From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see. According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
Are you sure that's what the data says?
I'm telling you, Drake.
The 10 road machines, too. You wish to speak?
No, that...
I'll admit,
for now.
I asked you a point.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light, from the east side. Allow...
That must...
Indeed.
Then why'd you leave? When we were at... Hikaru also mentioned it at the Cool Route. Deca, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell an end. For us, and it is why the feeling of freedom.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations, and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more... color.
Duly noted. When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Cool Route. Deca, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal and for us, and it is what many times the
Getting ether out of the...
one that for it is.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing. I have to go.
May the Ten guide us both.
Fire away.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
Anything happen I should know?
Zoe and Aaron tried to beat each other up.
I might have heard something about that.
Aaron made some jokes about the Utaru, called them twigs or something like that. She challenged him to a sparring match. Turns out that Utaru speed is a pretty good match for Oseram brawn. Things ended in a stalemate. Now they spar once in a while to see if they can break it.
Well, let me know how it goes. I think it's time for me to go.
Right.
Back again.
I assume you've been looking into Demeter now that Gaia's merged with it?
Yes. It's been humbling to know that the seeds I carry in this pouch came in turn from the seeds saved for Demeter in the old world. It gives me hope that the cycle of life will prevail now, just as it did before.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh,
That bad, huh?
why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
You called yourself a grave singer.
To all living
I have to get going.
Good luck. You need something?
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I should head out.
Let me know.
So this Hephaestus, he's like Gaia's own personal blacksmith.
Yeah. A very angry. I'd like my Uncle Lord.
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Farzinus launch facility. Paul seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake.
If you keep frowning that hard.
Something else on your mind?
When we were at the bull... What does it mean?
The end. For us. And it is what meant the feeling of...
Why did you leave?
I was sent back. Fear of my return. Never.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the cool route?
Tekote knew that if I survived the cool, I'd be forced. I'd never be alive. After our victory, said it would be even though he knew it was exile. So I became a
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time.
That's about it.
Then I'll
The Old Ones created so many wonderful inventions to help others, to help the planet. Technology really can be an amazing thing. You're just a ray of sunshine, aren't you?
Oh, come on!
Did you want? Hey, me again. Was there something else? The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. You said you saw an opportunity. What did you do? Whenever I was only the one the rebels killed. Venus, I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when I also sent the encrypted then I and the Gaia. Well done. You mentioned the Zenith. Where is it? Whenever I had to go on mission, I couldn't see anything, but they were discovered. Spectre Patrol's machine. What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus, infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need. Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met? I'm not sure. For all I know, they're... You said you spent years... Aristotle would assign me... Wait, those before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have only what was deemed pertinent outside of... To have... Have you... I speak with Gaia. That's all she believed. I know. Independent and... Yeah. I can... And? It looks like a lot... Okay, well... Have you talked with anyone? I didn't... That's all she believed. I know. Independent and... Yeah. It's time for me to go. I'll check on you later. Yeah, sure. Was this door always locked?
Beta requested the use of that room as her personal space. I have locked it at her request.
Okay. The door needs a code. Not much I can do about it right now. But I should keep an eye out for any data in the facility that can help. What is this place?
The day I was supposed to meet my sister's new baby, a vert swooped in.
Got to be honest, I don't really know what to say to the future. So I guess I'll say something.
The last time I spoke to Leanna, they were just about to ship out to the Pacific Front.
So, yeah, I told the rest of the team. I was standing in the cafeteria, trying to pick out a god-awful meal cartridge when it suddenly hit me. Every school field trip, August always asked me to pack extra in his lunch pack so that he could share it.
Do I say it now? Okay. My name is Emma Irving, and I'm 8 years old, and my favorite animal is a fox. Do you have foxes in the future? I hope so. They're the cutest. And super smart. Dad said we have to go underground.
The last time I spoke... They were just...
I'll be here if you need me. Hey, you got a second? I suppose. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. You said you saw an... Whenever only one of the... I'm looking... I also said then I just... Oh, and the Gaia root kernel? Well done. So have you been able to make use of your expertise? I guess so. Gaia transferred a lot of data on Hephaestus to study. And? Any insights?
It looks like it's been modifying its code, increasing in size and complexity over the years. There's a lot to analyze still.
Okay, well... keep at it, I guess. I'll be going.
Okay. Bye.
I don't think that door had power before, but... looks like it's malfunctioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space. I wonder where this leads. Cells? Huh.